sitting here on break. You know, while you're on break, your only thing that's working is your mind. Well, and then sometimes that isn't even working. But looking around at the woods, you know, these trees aren't very big, very old. This was all farmland way back in the day. Actually, it was wooded first. Let's go back a little further. It was wooded, and they were logging this off, you know, 100 some years ago, and turned this into farmland. There's evidence. I got 10 acres, so if I go to the back, there's evidence of the stumps that they used to pull and to clear from the logging, clear the fields out so they could be farmed. This whole section was farmed. And so the stump fence, or if you want to call it there, the stump line, goes down the middle of the section. You know, it goes all the way across. What's left of it, it's rotted. It's, you know, obviously going back to the earth. But thinking about it, you know, my grandfather was born just a couple miles from here. And when he was a teenager, back in before 1900 there, just before 1900, right about, he would, you know, they make big bucks. There was a crew, I forget how many was in the crew, he told me, but they would pull stumps. They had an oxen, and not everybody had an oxen. They had a big tripod, and they had an oxen, and so they were able to, you know, because it was piecework, pull stumps, and they were making, I think the whole crew, they had to split, I think they were making like $8 a week. There was like 6 of them or something like that. I don't know. But he said they were the highest paid crew, or, you know, stump pulling crews in the area, because they had the oxen and not everybody had one, you know, to help them. So when I saw those, when I first bought this land and I was out back looking, and I saw those stumps, I thought, yeah, I bet Grandpa pulled those buggers out back in the day. But you know, it just, you stop using the land, stop farming it, and this is what happens. It grows back. There's some pretty good sized trees in here, although I just had some logged off, so they took some trees that were probably 80 years old out of here, but there's still some decent sized trees in here growing. And now that they've opened it up, you can see it's lighter and it's sun shining in areas that were shaded before, so that's going to encourage growth. It'll, you know, getting some of these big trees out of here will help encourage the rest of these to grow. And but yeah, just I didn't get very far off the old apple tree, I guess you could say. But yeah, it's pretty cool out here. Sit in the shade, listen to the critters, you know, and kind of look at the land the way it was before the invasive humans came here.